Hi folks, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm in the middle of a renovation of a 1975 Alberg 30 sailboat. She looked like this when we got her. We've renamed her Aquamarie after my wife's middle name and a play on her favorite color, the color of tropical water. I got a project boat because I wanted to have every system updated and I wanted to know how to do all the work myself. We're following the mantra of go small and go simple to keep long-term costs and stress as low as possible. Last season I fixed the soft spots on the deck by replacing rotten balsa wood core. So far this year, 2021, I painted the deck and cabin. Next, I hope to get the bilge cleaned, sealed, and painted. I'm also hoping to install an outboard in a rear lazarette motor well. If I can't get to those, there are plenty of other projects. The goal is to splash her in nearby Lake Ontario to hone our sailing skills until we're as ready as we're going to be, then cast the lines and start exploring. Hi, welcome back. I am now going to be working on getting the bilge scraped, sanded, painted, sealed, whatever we got to do. I haven't really looked at it, and there's areas I haven't even seen yet because I got to remove things. So first step, these posts that I put in, there's one here and there's one up in the V-berth, so I could get everything off of the deck. Now I gotta get rid of these and put stuff back on the deck so I can pull up all the floorboards. But after that is done, this is where we have some soft flooring. So I'm not sure, this is a liner boat, so I'm not sure what that's going to look like. And then under here, let me start at this end, a little easier, is my blackwater tank, and that's going to come out. Now from what I can gather from inspection, it's mostly empty, so I believe it's just the liner with this metal piece on top. So I'll take the metal piece off. Not sure. There we go. There we go. You can see a little bit there. So there's the liner, the metal box. So I gotta cut all that out of there so I can get at the bilge underneath. Seal that. So I will get at that. And then obviously my post has to come out, so we'll see what's there. And the engine may or may not be coming out right now. It depends what kind of access I have, but we shall see. Alright, got the post out, got the new, or the original post on the outside back in. Pulled off this cover. Now I'm kneeling on the blackwater tank right now. I'd like to take this area out so I can get a look at what's going on with that. Now this is where the battery bank was originally, or one battery. You could fit two in here. And I'm not sure, but I think I may want to try to salvage this. I'm thinking what I might do is cut along maybe halfway, and that'll give me a good amount of space. I can fiberglass this back together again. The problem is, if you can tell, I mean this right here is the structure of the boat, so I don't want to take my sawzall, or I don't want to take something, cut through this and then cut into the actual boat structure itself. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that. Alright, did a test cut with the oscillating tool, and it's pretty obvious when I get through this before I hit anything solid. So I've marked a line all the way around. I'm gonna cut her out and coaxing. There she blows. So it looks like the tank is part of the liner. Doesn't look like anybody dropped any diamond rings or anything down into the bilge in the history of this, unfortunately. So now the question is how to get this tank out. Thinking about just cutting right along here through the liner If I do it all the way along, cut these, continue up like that, I can pull the whole tank out practically intact. But I don't have much to tie back into. So I think I'm going to see about this seal, if I can get this top off and then do the same depth inside that little tank area, and then I can tie in whatever I need to do. Okay, so I took this is a hard scraper, a real hard scraper, so almost a chisel. Get this connection, this sealant off, I guess, and actually popped off the top of what appears to be some rivets. They're holding this top piece in, so I'm going to go all the way around, see if I can get these rivet tops off, and maybe I'll get lucky and the whole piece of metal will just pop off. Okay, I've gotten all of the caulk around the edge, and I believe all of the rivets up, and let's see if I can pry this guy off of here. Alright, just got a piece under it here, gave a crank, she's coming, and I got a nice whiff. I think I'm going to stop recording because I don't know what's in this. This was the blackwater tank from the toilet. It was supposedly empty when I bought the boat, but I'll spare you the details here. Alright, I'll spare you what I found in the gross cleanup, but she's cleaned up and dried and able to be cut. I started cutting with the oscillating tool. I think I'm going to get my grinder, my portable grinder, and put a cutting blade on it. It's taking too long, and this is a Harbor Freight special. I'm going to overheat this thing and blow it out pretty quick, I think. So, and I also added another fan to my setup. Got one up top, hanging like that, and now we have another one blowing right down into the front there. So that's helping inside the boat. So let me go get my... Alright, she's up and out. Well, she's up anyway. That's that. There's my bilge. Alright, took the head door off. Took the V-berth door off. They're both up here for now. And got this guy open all the way up to under the engine. So I gotta reach in up front there and get as much of that crap out of there as I can. I think I don't have to pull the engine to work underneath there. There is a hose that goes down into there from the front, so eventually I will, but I can get the bulk of this done without dealing with the engine. This guy is going to be a pain in the ass because all these hoses, I'm going to take this out, and obviously there's still some fluid dripping out of this son of a pup, so that'll be the next project. Try to get all this stuff out of here. And then open this up. I want to get a nature's head or one of those style compost in here, so I'll have to buy one of those and make it fit. Got some plumbing out of the way. I was gonna pull the toilet and all that stuff, but I got enough out of the way. I'm just gonna concentrate on cleaning up the bilge for now. One of the things that I had going on, this was a soft section when you stand on it, and I thought maybe this was a plywood that got rotted out, but it's not. It's just the fiberglass liner, or the plastic liner. I'm not sure even what it's made out of. It's just been cracked over time along the edges. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put some more glass on top of it when I'm done. But in the meantime, I'm gonna cut a access. It's kind of a pain to get underneath here to clean that. So I got this opened up. A little better access from clean and paint. I'll just put it back and reinforce it when I'm done. And that is all open all the way along here. This came from underneath. And next is what can we do? gear down there. Wish me luck on this one. Well, first things first, we got a bilge pump. And here she is. We got a through hull. And then we got, let's go outside and see what that is. I think I know what it is. I don't think there's an actual connection to the outside world through there. So these are what we were looking at. It looks like a raw water intake for the engine through the water speedometer. I'm gonna, since I'm taking the engine out, I'm gonna take that out. Might as well pull that while I'm at it. No need for something to potentially fail somewhere in the future. Alright, so that's what those two are, and then we got all these wires that went to the battery, came down through the engine compartment. Alright, cleaned up a little bit, vacuumed it out, got rid of the hoses, or the, yeah, there was a hose. The power cables also went through this hole. So now we got one last hose coming in. Oh, we got two. This guy is already kind of hand loose here. So, alright, oscillating tool. Pop that off. I'll do that. So everything's off on the inside here. There's no bolts coming through. I guess I can see where screws might have come through at one point, but you gotta get it from the outside. So this is what the outside looks like. And I'm thinking there's some... There they are. Sorry for all the shakiness here. I'm holding it with one hand. Alright. Well, let me go. That seems to have done it. Let's see what we get. My guess is there's a bunch of zebra mussels behind here too. Not bad. There are a few in there. And this is the guy who's pounding it from the inside. Go. I now have a hole in the boat. So there's my hull thickness right there. Solid fiberglass. There's a bunch of that in there. I'd say it's over half an inch at least. Yeah, it's over half an inch thick. That's pretty good. I got this guy off finally. Came up like that. It was only held on by 2 screws. This one I was able to punch through. This one I had to shear to get it off because I had the bolt off on the inside and I couldn't get the screwdriver to unscrew it, so I might have to over drill this one. But I'm going to go inside and see if I can't get some pliers on it and work it out. And out she comes. Thank God for vice grips. Well, so we got those out. Pulled the bilge pump hose up onto the engine. And the only thing I found in here that the previous owner was wondering, got an old screwdriver bit, drill driver bit. So Chip, if you want this bit back, let me know. Alright, well I've decided I am not going to be able to get any farther up in there until I can pull the engine. Because I don't know if you can see, there's a kind of a faux back wall and then it extends even farther behind that. And I can't even get to that back wall part from here because it's just too narrow and too deep. So I'm going to have to do what I can, reach as far as I can, cleaning it up and sealing everything. And then the rest of it will have to wait until I can pull the engine and the fuel tank and cut a couple of access hatches so I can reach down and clean it, paint it. So I will just work on this part. Look at all that black gunk on the walls of these. I gotta get all that so I can paint. Okay guys, I'm gonna cut it off there. I think next episode I'll try to clean that bilge and maybe get to painting what I can reach. So if you haven't subscribed already, feel free to click, I think, the blue circle up in the corner here. That can get you the subscription. And I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.